Hello everyone. Did you miss me? It's been a while. So today, we're taking a look at an interesting virus that affects both MS-DOS and Windows 9X. It's called Gram, and before we run it, we have a few dummy files to take a look at here. We can see that we have some exe files, notably Paintbrush, Notepad, Calculator. They are all present and work. And we also have a couple MS-DOS exes, Mem and Power. Both don't really work since they are meant for MS-DOS 6.22, but they're here anyway to prove a point. We also have command.com, which brings up our command prompt when we're running Windows 98, and this all works as intended, at least for now. Close out of this, and now we can go ahead and run Gram. And Gram is interesting because when we run it, it has now infected every .com file that it can find, and we've run it from the c:/windows/system directory, but it also activates recursively, so it moves up a directory to c:/windows and then to the root C directory, and infects everything it can find in all of those directories. It's supposed to also infect exes, however, mem still works fine, and all of our Windows executables are also fine. So it doesn't really manage to infect DOS executables, and it certainly does not infect Windows executables. But we can't forget the COM files, so if we check command.com now, it no longer runs properly. This program requires more conventional memory on load drivers or memory resident programs that use conventional memory, or increase the value for minimum conventional memory in the program's memory properties sheet. That doesn't sound good. At this point, Gram has totally much pretty ruined your install of Windows, and you'll need to replace command.com and Win.Gram. But there's one other payload that we can check out that nobody's probably ever actually seen in the wild. If Gram happens to be run on the 15th of any month, we get a nice little graphical payload. And when we run Gram, we get the serial killer presentins the virus, Gram Reaper. Greetings to all Code Brick Hire members, serial killer CB98. And this just goes away when we hit enter. And now if we look in our root C directory, all of our exe files have been deleted. They are permanently gone, and we cannot recover them. Bummer. An interesting side effect of command.com being overwritten is that if we shut down and try to restart in MS-DOS mode, it just boots to Windows is now restarting, and eventually, we simply reboot directly back into Windows and can continue working normally as we would any other work day, school day, or what have you. Programs still work fine. This install is totally okay until we hit restart. When we restart normally, our computer no longer boots up correctly. We see that our command interpreter is indeed corrupted, and we cannot continue to load Windows. You know, I thought the third time might be the charm, but apparently it's still broken. And that is about it for the Gram virus. I suppose you could pretty strongly consider this just a DOS virus, but it seems to work pretty well on Windows as well. It still infected files, well, I mean, it breaks them entirely, but that counts as infecting in some cases. And it didn't just totally crap out, despite the fact that we were running it in Windows 98. So, that is about it. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your patience, as I'm actually starting a new job next week, so that's exciting. And hopefully won't take out too much time for making videos as I transition in my career. So once again, thank you for watching. Take care.